everyone. Right, standing up nice and tall, your knees and your feet in line with your hips, toes are facing forward, keeping the shoulders back, keeping your core muscles engaged. Let's stretch down towards the mat, starting from your head. A nice deep breath, inhale and exhale as you curl down slowly. Opening up all the vertebrae, keeping your legs straight, softening your knees. Push your upper body all the way down. Drop your head, hold it there, nice deep breaths. Let's twist all the way to one side, keeping both legs straight. Hold it there. And we're going to twist all the way to the other side. Stretch and hold. Good, and then back to center. A nice deep breath, inhale and exhale. Curling up, stacking your spine, engage your core. Standing up nice and tall, let's roll out the shoulders. Right, we're going to stretch one arm across, look to the opposite direction. And other arm. And bring it down. We're going to be interlocking the fingers, and then you're going to reach all the way up towards the ceiling, as tall as you can go. And we're going to lean over, so that whole upper body leaning across, stretching all the way. Arms are extended, a little bit further. Hold it there. Good, and then up towards the ceiling again, and all the way over to the other side. Stretch. Good, and then straight back up towards the ceiling again. Let's bend the knees slightly, and we're going to lean forward, so bending at the hips, keeping everything else straight and long, so the arms are still extending above the head, reaching to the front of you until your upper body is parallel with your mat. Straighten the legs, soften the knees, flatten your spine, lift the arms, stretch it out, hold it there. Good, and then slowly curling down, so opening up all the vertebrae again, pushing your upper body down. Let go of the hands, reach for your mat, drop your head, soften your knees. A nice deep breath, inhale, and then exhale, curling up. Stack your spine, engage your core, all the way up nice and tall. Right, we're going to go down onto the mat. We're going to be on our hands and knees, shifting to the front of your mat, and make sure that your hands are under the shoulders and your knees are under your hips. You're going to relax your feet, so flatten your feet. We're going to round the spine, so dropping your head, tilting your chin towards your chest, and then tilt your tailbone in as well. So rounding your spine, opening up all the vertebrae, stretching it out, tuck in that tailbone, and let's arch the back, so it's complete opposite. You're tilting your head and your tailbone up towards the ceiling this time. And then rounding again, opening up the vertebrae, stretch, especially the lower back. Concentrate on your lower back, pushing up and out. And then again, arching, so complete opposite, stretch. Let's straighten out. And let's go down onto our tummy. So we're going to extend the legs back and line all the way flat. You're going to bring your hands under the forehead, and then you're going to glue your forehead down onto your hands. So your head is going to stay down, your legs are going to slide together, and then we're going to lift the legs. Only the legs, so everything else is down, your forehead is down, hands are glued to the mat. Lift the legs, keeping them extended. So lifting, even the knees are lifting, and then controlling it down. And just as you tap with your toes onto the mat, you're going to lift again. Lift all the way from your hips. Inhale down, tap, and exhale lift. Inhale down, and exhale lift. Good, and then just keep going. Lift, squeeze, and down. Good, let's do 3 more. 3. Inhale 2 more. And then last one, keep it lifted, stretch it out, hold it there. And let's bring it down and just relax. Nice deep breath. Right, we're going to go again, this time with the upper body. So your feet are glued together and they glue to the mat. Your forehead again glued to your hands. And we're going to lift, lifting the torso as high as you can go and controlling it down. Inhale at the bottom and exhale as you lift. Inhale, keep going. Exhale. Good, keep going, lift. Let's do 3 more. 3. 2 more. And last one, lift and hold it there. And let's bring it down. Right, arms are going to extend out to the front. And you can interlock your hands if you want. Bring your head down just until you feel that your nose is about to touch your mat. Hold it there. And then we're going to slide the feet together again. This time we're going to combine upper body and the legs. So keeping those legs extended. We're going to take a nice deep breath. Inhale. And then exhale. We're going to lift and pull the arms in. Pull it back. And as if you want your elbows to touch your spine, lift the legs, knees are lifted as well, and then inhale all the way down. Just before your nose touches your mat, exhale, lift. Lifting those knees, so extending the legs, squeeze the elbows in nice and tight, and inhale slowly forward and down. And exhale, lift. And inhale, controlling it nicely. Good, keep going. Let's do 4 more. Inhale. 3. Inhale. 2 more. Inhale. And last one. Lift and hold it there. Good, and then slowly bring it down and just relax. Right, we're going to bring the hands in and just in front of the shoulders, fingers facing forward, slide your legs together again, and we're going to push your upper body up just as far as you can go, using the hands all the way from your fingertips. So pushing your whole hand into your mat. Try to straighten the arms. Don't lift your hips, don't lift your pelvis. Stretch. Keep your ears away from the shoulders. Nice deep breaths. And then controlling it. Let's go down slowly. A nice deep breath at the bottom. Inhale. And then exhale. Lift again. Stretching it out, hold it there. Good, and then slowly all the way down. Right, let's bring the hands in under the shoulders, tuck your toes under for support, and we're going to push your body up into plank position. So lift nice and strong, everything is long and straight. Hold it here. Make sure that your hands are under the shoulders. Good, stretching out your body, strengthening your core. Keep it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring the knees in. And we're going to curl the spine again. And then pushing your body back into a shell stretch. Drop your head, roll out your wrists. And then let's slide up, lifting up into a seated position. Straighten up. Right, bring your legs out to the front of you. And extending your feet all the way forward, shifting to the front of your mat. Straighten up your spine, keep your shoulders back, keep your core muscles engaged. Let's stretch forward. Start from your head, inhale, and then exhale slowly. Rounding your spine, pushing your upper body all the way to the front. Drop your head. Let's flex your feet. Stretch it out. Inhale and exhale, curling up, stacking your spine. Good, let's bend the knees up. And we're going to make sure that the knees and feet are in line with your hips. Make sure that you have enough space behind you. Extending out the arms, a nice deep breath, inhale. And exhale, curling down. Just about halfway down towards the mat. So as soon as you feel your lower back touching, you get to hold it there. Your fingertips should be hovering above your knees with your arms stretched out. So concentrating on your core. Keep breathing, breathe freely. Get a nice deep breath, inhale and exhale, curling up, straighten up nice and tall. Inhale and exhale, let's go down again. Good, just until your lower back touches, holding it there. Inhale and exhale, curling up all the way. Right, we're going to stretch one leg flat onto the mat, bring the other leg over, hug in, and you're going to twist your upper body all the way across. So bringing the opposite elbow over the opposite knee, using that arm to push you all the way back. Turn your head back, twist and stretch. And then let's twist to the other direction. Same elbow going over the same knee. Twist back. And then center. Swap it around. Twist. To the other side. Twist. Good, and center. Right, bending the knees in again, in line with hips, straighten up, arms extending, a nice deep breath, inhale, and exhale, curling down slowly again. Let's go all the way down onto the mat. Try to go one vertebrae at a time, so don't drop down. Good. We're going to rest the arms next to your side, head, neck and shoulders are relaxed. Slide your feet towards you. The heel of each foot should be about a flat hand's width away from your bum. Your neck is straight, so you should be facing your ceiling and your palms are facing your mat. We're going to do a pelvic lift. So you're starting from your tailbone. So the lower back is going to curl down into your mat, and then you're squeezing from the bum. So squeezing the tailbone first, and then slowly through your spine, one vertebrae at a time, until it's completely lifted. Good, keep it steady, hold it there, strengthening all those muscles that are supporting the lower back, supporting the pelvis. Keep breathing. Good, and then slowly curling down into your mat, one vertebrae at a time. So your tailbone is the last bone to touch, and then it's just a neutral spine, so relax. And then same thing, so slowly pushing the lower back into the mat and then curling off of the mat, one vertebrae at a time until it's completely lifted. Right, from here we're going to just squeeze the thighs together and then back to hip width apart. Squeeze the thighs together and back to hip width, and just keep going. Exhale, squeeze, inhale back, So your pelvis stays lifted, your hips stay at the same level, keeping them steady. You're not pulsing them up and down, just your knees are pulling towards each other and then back to where they were. Exhale, squeeze, inhale back. Good, let's do 5 more. 5, concentrating on those hips, pull them up towards the ceiling. 4 more, inhale. 3, inhale. 2 more, inhale. And last one, squeezing nice and tight, holding it there. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release and curling down into the mat again. Tailbone is the last bone to touch, and just relax. Nice deep breath. Right, we're going to slowly lift again, so pushing that lower back into the mat, peeling from the tailbone, slowly lifting off of the mat until it's completely lifted. Right, we're going to take one leg and we're going to point the toes, so just the toes are touching, keeping that leg locked at 90 degrees, bring it into tabletop, and then rotating from the hip down, tap with your toes. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Keep that pelvis lifted. Let's do 2 more. Inhale down. And last one. And then extend the leg, lifting higher. Hold it there. Try to touch your ceiling. Good. Bend it back. And down. Slowly. Let's do the other leg. Exhale, lift. Rotating from the hip so the leg stays locked at 90 degrees. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Keep going. Down. And lift. Your pelvis is lifting away from your mat. Inhale. And then last one. Lift and extend. Stretching up towards the ceiling. Hold it there. Good. Bend it back. And slowly down, keeping your hips lifted, squeeze and hold. Nice deep breath. Good, and then slowly curling down into your mat. Right, we're going to hug the knees up towards the chest. You can roll from side to side. Nice deep breath. Good, bring it down. Right, we're going to go onto our side. So you're going to roll over onto your side. And we're going to extend the arm out. So you are extending the arm and resting your head flat onto the arm. So we're not bending in this time. You're down flat. This arm is going to be resting on your body. And everything else is straight. So you're in a nice long straight line, except for this bottom arm. It's slightly to the front, just for some support. Good, concentrating on your core. We're going to lift the legs and the torso. So legs are glued together and they stay straight. We're lifting and the torso as well. But try to keep your neck in line with your spine. So you're not tilting your head up towards the ceiling. It stays straight and then controlling slowly down. And again, just as you tap your mat, we're lifting again. Exhale, so you don't relax. You're going down and all the muscles stay engaged. Inhale, tap, and exhale, lift. Inhale, slowly down. So we're working all of these muscles here, also supporting the whole spine and the neck. Exhale, lift. Your neck is nice and long, away from the shoulders. And inhale, controlling down, feet are glued together. Exhale, lift. Let's do 5. Inhale. 4. controlling it down. Good, 2 more, lift. Really starting to feel those muscles working now. Inhale. And then the last one, we're going to stay lifted. Try to float all the way off of your mat. Nice and strong. Hold it there for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring it down. Good, let's roll over onto our other side. And we're going to do the same. So the arm is extending all the way. Your head is resting flat. Straighten the legs. Good, find your balance. Engage your core. Rest this top arm. So you really need to use all of your muscles to support you. A nice deep breath. Inhale. And then exhale, lifting everything together. Your neck is nice and long, in line with the spine. Controlling it down. A nice deep breath. Just tap your mat. And exhale, lift. And controlling down. Inhale. And exhale, lift. Good. Try to concentrate on the core muscles. So you're not using this arm, you shouldn't. This arm is just here for support. Don't use the arm to push you. Use all these muscles along the side. Good, lift. And slowly down. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Slowly down. Let's do 3 more. 3. Inhale. 2 more. Lift. Inhale. And the last one. You're going to stay lifted. Holding it there. Good. Keep it lifted up nice and high for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring it down and just relax. Right, we're going to lift up into a seated position, and we're going to be sitting nice and tall. So your spine is up straight, shoulders back, legs are flat, feet are together. Let's stretch to the front. Inhale, start from your head, and exhale through your spine. Go slowly. Opening up all the vertebrae, so rounding your back, drop your head, reach for your toes, flex your feet, nice deep breaths, hold it there, inhale, and exhale, curling up, stack your spine, straighten up nice and tall. Good, let's stretch one arm across, look to the opposite direction. Other arm, and bring it down. Right, we're going to spread the legs. We're not going to go as wide as they can go. You're going to just form a V shape, so diagonally to the sides. You're going to flex both feet, keeping your legs flat, and straighten up your spine, so engage all your core muscles. Let's stretch the arms out to the sides. They're in line with each other, a nice solid straight line. Palms are facing forward, and we're twisting all the way to one side. As you twist, the arm which you're twisting towards, that hand is just going to turn down and back. So palm is facing back, pulling it back, and then with this opposite arm, you're reaching forward towards the opposite foot and you're pulsing twice. So try to reach to the outside of the leg and push forward twice. Pulse, pulse, and then up straight. Both palms are facing forward, arms are still extending. Twist to the other side, same thing. Reach across, reach, reach. Inhale up straight, nice deep breath, and then 2 exhales as you pulse. Exhale, exhale. Up to the top, nice and tall. Twist, stretch, stretch. Up, deep breath, and exhale, exhale. Inhale, lift, and exhale, 2 more. Stretch, stretch. Nice and tall. Last one. Stretch, stretch. And up straight. Right, bring the arms down. Let's roll out the shoulders. Keeping your legs flat. Keeping your feet flexed. Straighten the spine. We're going to stretch the arms forward. They're in line with your shoulders and also shoulder height. Keeping your spine engaged, you're pushing your upper body forward. So in other words, your shoulders are back. You're not curling your spine, you're not curling your neck. You keep your spine straight. So just as far as you can go forward from the hips. So you're pushing forward from your hips without rounding the spine. A little bit further if you can. Hold it there. And then the arms are staying extended and we're lifting them until they're up almost in line with your ears and we're pulsing the arms back. So your spine is pushing to the front, your legs are flat, feet are flexed. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull back, hold it there. Good, and then forward, curling your spine now. Pull the hands down, palms facing down. Feet are still flexed. We're going to take a step forward with your hands. So the upper body is pushing to the front. Your spine is curling now. So you can drop your head, open up the vertebrae. And let's push the elbows down into the mat. Drop your head, hold it there. Keep breathing. Good, and then let's walk it back. Walking your hands back towards you. Straighten up your spine. Good, let's roll out the ankles. Nice big circles, both feet. Change direction. Good, and then we're going to fold the legs in. So bring your feet together. Pull them in. Using your elbows, push your knees down towards your mat. Stretching it out, holding it there. Good, and then up straight, legs extending. And let's stretch one more out to the front. First start with your spine nice and tall, your shoulders are back, your core muscles are engaged. And let's start from the head. Inhale, and then exhale slowly. One vertebrae at a time. Reaching for your toes. Drop your head. Let's flex the feet. Stretch it out. A nice deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Curling up. Stack your spine. Straighten up nice and tall. Let's roll out the shoulders. Good. Spread your legs slightly and rolling out the ankles. Change direction. And there we go. Well done. Thank you.